Mic check, 1, 2. All day, every day. Man, Sir Crow painting. Man, Coil Daddy. Guilty. Korea Prey. Buddy Funster, JDA Disflux. Ginger Beef. Camo Specs Tolus. Renegade. Ooh, been a weekend. Return of the Gout. We're in that situation. Been here before. Will it go away before I have to get on a plane to go to Cali? Swolbot down. My dude just hit me up, said it was working even better than before. Send him a message. My man Earl, my brother. Rear Prey. You still fucking with Diablo? I think I finally broke the code on the Barbarian. Yeah. So, you know, I've been on the Mighty Throw for like a week. Fabricator says the bot's back on recoil. Looks like the weird bug that weird bug. He was trying to fix a bug. He's saying, okay, maybe I didn't fix it. Let me know. So reappraise. So you see, that's the power of the earthquake build. Is you can manage most tier 4 content. Can't kill Duriel, can't kill Indari, but every other tier 4 content, and you can't die. That's his limit. You figured it out. Ginger Baby, your buddy started playing. Yeah, replay. I feel you. So I've been messing with the Mighty Throw for a week. There's lots of different ways to play it. So the way I had just put, the way I slapped it together, I can clear a 90, pit 90. And the old earthquake builds you're rocking, I couldn't get really past 80, 85 top tier, maybe. So I was cruising 90s with like an 8 out of 10 success with my Mighty Throw. And then I started messing with a couple different ideas. They're not new ideas. Like, there's the old, like, using a Hoda to spike overpower to create 40x more damage. There's the bash 4 crits equals a free overpower. There's a couple different ideas floating around. But the flow is weird. But once I got the new chest armor, that Dark Shroud, or whatever it's called, started really being able to mess around with it.
Let's do it!
Yo, Doug, Kenny Boucher here, Next Level Painting, hitting you up on the literal best of all days, coming to you live from that Beats Lab in an undisclosed location in Central Florida. We're doing it again. Like, just lounging. We're going to be doing some painting. What's up, everyone? Reappraise says the most annoying thing is you couldn't die. Wasn't allowed to. You missed your huge quakes? Did you miss not being able to do any tier 4 content? Like you know, you see like they step up in tiers, right? The whirlwind NATO is like bottom now. That new leap shit, or that new earthquake you're playing, that's clean in the A. The A tier. But you see, like, A tier is like you can do World Tier 4. See, I feel like the Spiritborn epidemic isn't allowing people to really appreciate like the difficulty scaling of the new expansion. Because if you know the Spiritborn, you can just kind of plug in and like blast through it with its own penis. Ginger B did a material model for print. How have you not painted something like that yet? I don't know. It's a good point. Recoil. All the commands on the spreadsheet are gone. You can tell. All are commands on the spread sheet are gone. So that's not good. But we still have the spreadsheet, right? Okay, so we have the sacred spreadsheet. Thank Jesus. Papa Dios. He's texting me right now. Send me this spreadsheet. I'll import them. Shouldn't happen again. Did I not send him the spreadsheet? Recoil, do I have the spreadsheet? He said send him the spreadsheet. Ping me on that spreadsheet so I don't have to dig through my drive to find it. Recoil. He said if I give it to him, he can fix it. Jujubee, you posted a pic of the model in 3D print. Wait, there's fresh frozen items outside? No, they're lying to me. You hear the cat going crazy. Whatever, my lady's home. Command list. Here we go. Let me get this all set over. Set. We good? And that's right. I was going to Discord to see this picture. Which is not up. All right. I think we're good. Spy cam up. Good. All right. Thank you, Recoil. I said it to him. So, Reappraise, yeah. So the new, what I was saying about it is like, so I play with it. I've got a wacky version of the Mighty Throw build working, and I just pushed into like 95 today with it. So We're getting close to spirit born power. But you gotta like do things as to, you know, versus the spirit born. So over the weekend, like Friday, I woke up with a gout flare up, first one in a while. I don't know when the last time I had one on the show. But like, you know, I gained some weight, drank a bunch of beers. Then I was on crutches all weekend. So today was the first day since like Friday night I wasn't walking around on crutches. And I'm trying to clear this thing because we get on a plane on Thursday to go to Cali for Cali Cup. Reapray, you should be able to do tier 4 Citadel right now. The council is OP, but like just go into like, can you do normal T4 content? Dead nerve. Yeah. Halloween was tight. But I drank a bunch of beers on Halloween night the week before. I did all this stuff I wasn't supposed to do. Is my lady home? She just asked me a question. Her laptop's in here, and I need to go put it downstairs. Recoil. Beers are not the worst thing. Beers are probably the worst thing drinking. Yeah, they're like my worst trigger. Reapray? When I was carrying your bitch asses in the Citadel, I was playing your build. It you know, if you tweak it out, it slaps pretty good. I was able to kill the council on tier 4 in hordes. Not fast, but not so slow I quit. Shinjibip is still a huge focus on crit. They've nerfed crit since the first season. But, you know, every damage bucket is valuable. And crit is valuable. Alright, let me go put this computer downstairs. I'll be right back. Give me a second. I'm back. The Fabricator says, fucking poverty open source spreadsheet bullshit. Oh, my lady's home. She wasn't downstairs, so I just went down there. All right, let me go intercept her on her way to the gym so I can give her a kiss. Rottweiler, yeah, I got the gout bad, dude. I'm good. Oh. She just got home from work. Kelsky, what's up, brother? Let me run it back. Rhea Prey, you need more Paragons? Yeah, those are good. Oh, Specs in here. Rawlrider says, I've had it. Punched a doctor when I did a lidocaine injection in my foot for that. Ripped the blood pressure meter off the wall. That injection was the most pain I ever experienced in my life. Right into the cartilage. Bro. Yeah, so that's interesting. I was actually just talking about that. So like in this relationship that I'm in, she hasn't experienced like me having gout, so she doesn't know it's a thing. And then when I woke up with again, a flare up, I was like, all right, well, this is gonna test our relationship. She's like, what do you mean? I had to tell her what it was, like what gout is. And it was a bad one, dude. Still is. And I can't remember I haven't had one since I've been in Florida. I'm assuming so, over a year since my last flare up. And it was bad, right? Like normally it hits the toe first, right? You're like, oh, it's happening, fuck. And then I can like kind of start taking precautions. But like I just woke up and I've had this happen before. It's rare because I've been getting flare-ups since like I was 30. This one hit center foot ankle. Chandler says, just had your first bout with the gout. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Needless Guilt, what's up, man? Yeah, that sucks, Chandler. Rottweiler says, it does that preliminary warm-up where it's either going to hit full flares or it goes way in. It's crazy, yep. Nora says, good afternoon. How are you? Did you have a good weekend? It was all right. It was bad. I was on crutches all weekend. That's right. It gets ginger beef. So that's why they call it the rich man's disease, because it was pretty much peasants couldn't get it because they didn't eat anything with purines in them. You know. And so, but like I'm chronic, right? I have chronic gout. So, so this is what I've learned. Like, right, check it out, Rottweiler. So, since my first flare up when I was like 30, which was definitely from boozing too hard, to now 42. Like podiatrists, doctors, everything. And then I learned like my grandfather had it, and so I've chronically don't process uric acid correct, like efficiently. So I've done everything. Like, so podiatrist is like, lose weight. I lost weight. He's like, stop drinking booze. So I went. So I've had some bad flare-ups. You guys have been a part of my show for years, right? 8 years. I had one that was so bad. This is before I started streaming on Twitch. It was like when I was on YouTube. It lasted 28 days. Rottweiler. 28 days. And that was the most depressed I'd ever been. Like, I was like, I understand why people with chronic pain get the way they get. And so that's kind of why I got under 250. I lost weight. And I cleaned up my diet, the purines. But every gout guy goes to the same thing, Rottweiler. They're like gonna start trying to cut out purines before they cut out booze, right? You know what I'm saying? But it's almost always the booze, you know. And I learned that beer is my worst trigger, but purines are also a trigger, and so is liquor. So in COVID, I kind of challenged myself, and I actually went sober, guys, for 18 months during COVID. Straight up, didn't touch a drop of alcohol during COVID. I got down to about 238, which is very light for me. Like I'm 275 right now. So I stayed for like 4 years. I stayed under 250. Right? During COVID, I got in the best shape I've been in for a long time. 18 months, no drink, not a drop of alcohol. 238 pounds. Eating clean as fuck. I crack in, I'm having a healthy snack one day of hummus and carrots. Wake up the next day with a horrible fucking flare. Turns out chickpeas, garbanzo beans, full of purines. So is broccoli, so is cauliflower, so is fucking spinach, so many mushrooms. So after being totally sober for 18 months and have lost all this weight and being super clean, I fucking have I have a half a tub of fucking hummus and carrots, and I wake up crippled by gout. I was like, fuck it. That's how my life's gonna be, no matter what I do, because of my chronic bullshit. I was like, fuck it. So for the last year, I said, fuck it. Drank what I drank, ate what I ate, and it's been over a year and I got a flare. I'm like, that's about the same math as when I was completely sober and had a super clean diet. It's like literally identical math. What's the fucking point? What's the fucking point? Blue Wolf, thank you for the follow, homie. Rottweiler. Oh, dude, yeah, I've been drinking teasies like crazy, dude. I've been drinking malt beverages, beers, all my triggers. All my fucking triggers for a year. Since I moved in with my parents. I've been boozing, doing beers, everything I'm not supposed to do, eating. I gained 25 pounds. Everything. Blue Wolf, you just had your first bout with gout? No, I'm doing a lot better today. Reaper, yeah, you remember that. Spec, you're going vegetarian for 6 months? So far, I had high cholesterol and couldn't exercise because of my back. Yeah, my cholesterol went up when I moved in with my parents. Spec says, crazy when you think about how much we drank back in the day, right? Earl. Ugh, I'm sorry to hear that about your son. That sucks. Rottweiler? Yeah, so that's to your point. He's talking about the pain. People don't understand the pain of gout because it looks so silly. My lady was like helping me wrap my foot in a compression sock, and she kind of moved my ankle around, and I was like, bah! She was like, what's wrong? I was like, hold on. I almost fainted. She was like, what? I was like, hold on, I can't talk. Like, she's like, what do you mean? I was like, the pain went from like a 9 to like a 47 in 1 second. Like, I almost lost consciousness. Like, I was like fucking totally out of it. She's like, that's crazy. I was like, yeah, it would be less painful if I just broke my ankle. You know what I mean? If I just snapped this bitch. Disco, but I did it already. I spent years eating clean, not drinking, everything. Same life. Fuck it. I don't believe it. I got no evidence. Oh, you've been doing it for 6 months so far, Spect? My brother's been a vegetarian for like 2 years. Oh no, yeah. But so this one sucked because it hit ankle, center foot, so I couldn't walk from the first day. So I had to be on. So my lady had to go to the store and get me crutches because I was like, I tried to get out of bed to go pee when I woke up, and I couldn't. I was like, fuck, I can't make it to the bathroom. I was like, so she tried to like, shoulder me, and I was able to kind of hop over there with a couple of big leaps. and take a leak. And I was like, yeah, you have to go to CVS to get me crutches. She's like, yeah, because she's very small. I was like, you can't. I was like, yeah, this is where we're at right now. This day, you know. So, but you know, I was on crutches all weekend. But now today I can walk around again. But I mean, I can favor the outside of my foot. It was rough. That's what she said around Riley. She was like, I'll get you a bucket to pee in. And I was like, I'm gonna pee in the toilet. I'm gonna pee in. We're not there yet. Ginger beef? Yeah. No, that was I told her this would be a test. She 100% took care of me. 100%. No questions asked. Totally nurturing. No resentment. So solid. It was solid. Yeah, turmeric helps. Kramus. Yeah, turmeric is. I've had success with turmeric. Cherry juice, bullshit. Doesn't do anything. It's nonsense. But the thing that really turned my gout around was celery seed extract in pill form, capsule form. I take a little bit every day, and then when I have a flare up, I just start crushing them, dude. Like when I first discovered them, people were saying like it works great, and then I was like, it's not working for me. Then I went on this Reddit thread and I found this one guy saying, because he has like gout like I have, he's like, doesn't do anything unless you start eating like 10 of them bitches at a time. I was like, all right, and then I just started fucking crushing like 10 celery seed capsules at a time, to the point where I got like a nitrate headache. Cleared my gout up in like 24 hours, 48 hours. So that's part of like I drink like gallons of water, and I just crush a whole bottle of fucking celery seed extract. Kramus? I don't know. They just sell it. There's just a brand. If you just go on Amazon, they sell it in capsule form. I've been taking it for 8 years. It was the biggest discovery of my gout life. And now if you like type gout into like the internet, celery seed comes up as a treatment. It didn't used to. It's purely anecdotal and not FDA approved, right? But enough anecdotal like evidence has been cultivated that even Google mentions it. Lotus flower tea. I mean, there's a lot of shit you can put in tea oil that does help, because like you're dealing with like two things with gout. You're dealing with like, how do I get the uric acid out of my blood, and also how do I like manage this pain and inflammation, right? Turmeric has been proven to help filter your blood through your liver, so it helps a little bit with gout. And cherries have been shown to be an anti-inflammatory, but they don't do it. Like anti-inflammatory is not the solution for gout. That doesn't do anything. Like you need like pain management and filtration, because you can lower the inflammation all you want. The crystals they're still there, stabbing your fucking tendons and bones. So celery seed has become like the replacement to cherry, because it is also now they've proven that it has filtration effects. Like it can help flush your blood through your kidneys. Sir Crow, you threw your back out bad around the time you met your girlfriend and she came over and rubbed your back. Aw. Templar, when a judge can no longer carry on, they get sent on a long walk to bring law to the lawless. Yes. Kramer says, thanks for the tip. A year ago, I decided to eat some tri-tip steak and almost went to the hospital. Drank a bunch of nettle tea leaf and knocked it out. I'll have to look into nettle tea. What you might have been doing was just flushing your system. My podiatrist told me years ago. He's like, because I went to like the primary. It was such a shit show. I went to the podiatrist and he was like, two things. I want you to lose 50 pounds. And I want you to drink so much water you almost feel sick. He's like, so start losing weight now, but also like, he's like, nothing is better than that. He's like, any drug I give you is less good than drinking so much water your pee is clear every time you pee for the next fucking 3 days and you almost feel sick. Like, he gave me a cortisone shot. It didn't do anything. You know what I mean? He's like, some people say this works, but I don't think it does. I was like, well, my insurance covers it. Do it. Spec, you're in week 2 of healing from spinal surgery. It was crazy. I was walking in the hospital as soon as I woke up. Minimal pain. It's crazy, modern medicine. Where did you go for that surgery? It's crazy, man. I'm glad you're healing. That's wild, man. Click in that link. Bro, did he give you like a Warp spine? Next generation? Oh, in Austin? You couldn't afford the Wharf upgrade? Kramus, it's a different kind of pain for sure. Ordering that celery concentrate out. Yeah, me and a few other my gout friends all are big fans of the celery bullshit. You got the Ferengi spine. Oh, all right. Well, enough of that. So I've got to be on a plane on Thursday, and I don't have to. Speaking of peeing, I gotta pee real quick because I've been drinking so much fucking water. I gotta be on a plane on Thursday, Cali Cup, and according to my calendar, I only have like 1 day of downtime between going to Cali Cup and then going to Cincinnati for Bolters of Dawn. So I gotta guess the paint. Replay says, if you try just eating more celery in general, see, that's where modern science comes into play, Replay. You can't eat enough celery to have an impact. You can't eat enough cherries to have an impact. But you can eat enough celery seed extract and concentrated cherry juice to have some kind of impact. Eating a rampage, never had gout, but in high school you had severe tendonitis in both Achilles tendons. Yikes. That's bad. Sorry to hear that. All right, let me go take a leak, and then we're gonna paint. I swear. Okay. Let's lock it in. The obesity cradle. When I was in so I'm going to Cali Cup to do the commentating, and Steven Corrales, he was like, "You still got your Cali Cup shirt, commentating shirt?" I was like, "Yeah, man, but like I'm fat now, dude." We'll see. So I'm excited to see that play out. Lock into the cradle. Yeah, when I do my commentating gig, I'm gonna be like, coming to you live from the obesity cradle. Fucking San Diego. So the girl passed the gout test. Rottweiler, yep. My lady took care of me and didn't flinch, and I think she likes it. Very nurturing person. I feel like, oh, never mind. All right, so we got to jump in on these warp talents. Where are we at? We've got 2 more to paint, and oh my god, I forgot to try to open the fine texture. I was supposed to grab a fucking, put this in hot water. Okay, let's give it a second try. Remember, this thing is glued shut. Let me try it again. With fresh hands. Woo, almost shit myself. Oh. Holy shit. I was supposed to put that under the hot water, you guys said. Alright. I'm gonna go put it in the sink right now. And after we're done with this, I'm gonna go see if I can dislodge it. Because I gotta get this on their bases, and it's glued shut with acrylic. Hold on.
Keeps on burning, hey, fire, make another flame, who's safe, down to the wire, I might crash and burn, but I'll get up again, higher, after wave comes another wave, like when they say my name, I can't take it, I won't fake it, no. My tears ran out, might sink, but I won't drown. Nobody's stopping me now. And I'm breaking through the glass, running like never before. And I'll never move so fast. I'm running to whatever's in store. My river, my river, my river.
All right, sit in the sink, full of hot water. We'll come back to it. All right, let's be efficient here. Whole black. There we go. So we're gonna raw dog. I've got a number 1. We need to paint the trim. So we're gonna take it straight from the canvas, the wet palette to the model. And we're gonna try to get a little bit more efficient. So we've got 2 more guys left. And I have today, tomorrow, then I fly to Cali Cup. Then I'm back on Monday, but I'm not streaming Monday because I fly. I've got a family obligation on Tuesday, but I'm going to be back in time. I'm trying to be back in time to stream. And then I'm flying to fucking Cincinnati again on Thursday. So it was like all day. Between trips. So we're using the heart pull method. Always be rotating. Right there. Rottweiler, you'll see me there. Where? Cali Cup? Get the inside track. Invert. Cali Cup. Rottweiler. This whole thing I just started with. I'm going on Thursday. Earl, the coverage for your election in the UK is comical. Yeah. Oh no, another one of these silly shoulder pads. Okay. So we've got another one of these classically chaotic bullshit pipes everywhere. There. Bro, it says you didn't follow my joke. I was trying to troll. I was gonna say, okay, I'll see you there because you'll be online. What? So you're not going to Calico? That's a cruel joke. Inside. All right. Here's the last one right here. If you were going, I would have heard about it 20 times by now. That's probably true. Assumed you were trying to troll me. Zodiac, what's up, man? Thanks for the follow. Rotate. So they all have like a normal chaos bullshit shoulder pad and one extremely bullshit. So a combination of stippling and heart pulling. There we go. Boom. More Night Lords? That's right, easy peasy. Get the inside track. All right, let's see what nonsense we have on this side. Bob Willie, thank you for the follow. What do we have here? So we're raw dogging it, high opacity, low moisture. And to the face, classic chaos bullshit right here. Full on, like, where does the shoulder pad end and the nonsense face begin? Bob Willie. Says, do you play or just paint? Play. Get this inside track. There we go. All right. So we got to be efficient because I'm running out of time. Playing too many video games, not enough painting. And I've already wasted so much time trying to do this one unit. One unit of fucking warp talons. So we need these for bolters at dawn. I really want a 10 done in time, and I wasted a lot of minutes playing Diablo 4. So we're only gonna have these 5 done. Idiot and Rampage says, I went the Blood Bowl tournament last Saturday, came in second, lost in the last round to the person who won. They were running the tournament, so I got the first place prize. Did it with a team that I painted in 7 days. for it and never played before. Bro, legend. Bob Willie says, nice. You just paint. You're new to the hobby. Best hobby in the world, baby. All right. So we base coated their dumbass shoulder pads, black trim. Let's set these down. Let's be efficient with our time. We've got the jump packs. Ooh, poop my pants. Fuck. Huh. Thought I had my clippers out earlier. I was doing something with them. Now I don't see them. Where the fuck are they? Did I leave them on the bed? Not there. All right. I want to get both these guys relatively the same place at once. Pull up here. There we go. All right, so we got to get some black laid out on these as well. I'm going to switch the brush size. So we need to subtract from our airbrushing. Using the number 4 for the number 6. And we're just stippling in. Raw dogging the paint. We're subtracting out the heartful. Leaving behind the pink armor. It kind of encases the two thrusters. And that's where airbrushing comes into play. top right here. Just kind of stipple it inside turbine. Always be changing the angle. Right. Let's get the other side. So we've been kind of lazy about the way we've been painting them. There's only 5. We did one proof of concept, and then we got the other 4, the bodies all to the same place, and then we've been kind of finishing them one by one, which is slow but fun. Do it that way. So now we have to throw fun out the window and do them the efficient way. And paint these last 2 together at the same time. Which is normal assembly line painting. I teach my students, exclamation point class. If you want to get OP, take my classes. Using all the brush control techniques and definitions for my lessons. Yeah. Slip. Go. We've also had to do some trim. But we'll switch to the smaller brush for that. Same thing, load up the brush, high opacity, low moisture right off the palette. So you place the tip of the brush up against the artifact that is not to be painted and pull away. That's the heart pull. So you put the tip in the unsafe position and pull it to the safe position. Using a combination of stippling and heart pull. take a look at this rim. God, all these stupid teeth just built into the stupid turbine. Hate it. No. Jam it in. This nonsense.
Yeah, you know I'm a beast.
Here.
You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat.
Catching all the angles. Funny when you do one and then back to back to the other, I feel like you do the second one so much faster.
Never pretend, ayy. Back in the lab again. You and I touching the friends, ayy. You and I touching the kin, ayy. Putting the points on the board, I'm killing the boys, you know what it is, ayy. Switching the moves, no number two, I came in to win. Like I said, I'm tapped in with the action. Either got the master on a master, I can never move passive. I'm active, I can make them go close on this cast. But wanna know who running it, just ask us. On the track, I'm gunning it, I'm blasting this, that gas, that diesel, shack and dog.
You know I'm a beast.
But I'm also almost always sloppy in the second one. Because I think you're getting impatient.
Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Hold up. Pay attention, this is beast mode. Got an edge on the game like a cheat code. Had to tighten up my focus like a peephole. I want the rings and the change like I'm Depot.
We made like 2 critical mistakes that I had to repair. I was being too ham-fisted.
Shut the f up about Moon Men!
Recoil's mom? Holy shit. Recoil's mom dropping a fucking C note and a half on my stream. Let me get some strong mom love in chat. Cool Moms Club Unite. Recoil's mom, how you feeling? I'm gonna downgrade brush size, Recoil's mom, and get the cabling in here and the trim. Opacity, low moisture. Rotate, you gotta get the side wall. But also there's these pipes, these connect to the back. There are some areas you can be a little ham-fisted on, like these, because this is underneath and inside. There's two pipes right here. Because mom says feeling good. Glad to hear that. Cole's mom got it going on. Coil's mom made my mom a Kansas City Chiefs scarf. Bro Goose, how you doing today? Working on the jump packs for these warp talons that I have to have painted. Like 3 painting sessions to get them done, or I have to take them to Cincinnati. Go. There's some things we gotta tighten up still. Move back into this one. So we're being a little bit more efficient. Grogu, Recoil's mom. And we're trying to get the last 2 painted simultaneously. Using right now our number 1. Raw dogging coal black. Trying to use stippling and heart pulling. These side walls, black them out. There's a couple of pipes in there too. They connect to the back. Got a little a place there. We'll see if it holds up. We glue them onto the guys. Because the sooner I glue the backpacks onto the actual infantry models, then the less I accidentally paint. You know what I mean? Because you end up painting stuff you don't need to be painting. Get in there. Let's catch it right here. All right. All right. So take a look. So this glues on right here. One's a little off. Strange. So it shows you what you do and don't need to paint. And glue it on. But we got some of the meatier parts of it done that would have been like almost impossible to paint if it was not separated right from the model to begin with. D-Man, what's up, brother? So sub-assembly is a part of the hobby. Some, you know, I don't always lean on it. But I know from experience that you wanted to paint these jump packs black and pink like this, and you had glued them on and you sprayed them whatever color, that shit's a nightmare. Instead, they're like halfway painted already. By gluing them on now rather than later, we stop ourselves from accidentally painting shit you can't fucking see. So like my rule is if I can't reach it with a paintbrush or see it properly, I'm not painting it. So now we've got these two guys sitting in a holding pattern to have all their highlights applied to the shoulders and the backpack. But you see the bodies are done. And so we did all the bodies together in a big assembly line, which was a little time consuming. To get all that done. Like, no fucking doubt. Like I said, this is one of the best units of Warp Talents I've ever seen. And you're still cutting a prolific amount of corners to get them this good. Like the amount of techniques we're using to fucking skip details. Last two helmets right here. The Himalaya Playa. Let me go check on the soaking container we have in the bathroom. Be right back. All right. So this got glued shut because ADHD. Ugh. Oh. And it's soaking in there. Like, and we got it. Yes. All right. We got the lid off this thing finally. Maybe we should stop using this lid as a palette for this thing, because that's what's causing these problems. As you can see, us getting product in the threads is what made it so hard to open. To the point where I had to soak it in the sink even have a chance of opening this thing. All right. What palette am I using? Exclamation point envy. D-man.
His name is John C.
For flexing your man muscles and getting that rascally lid off.
Recoil, thank you. I almost shit myself trying to get that lid off. Just poop my pants. Just put some right here. But now this is like the original container that Monument sent me, all like back in the day. So I've gotten a lot of use out of it. It's just that it's almost like these containers have too much more product in it than you can use before they start drying out. That's why I've been using the water. Just to loosen it back up. Squirt a little mahogany in there. There's like a brush that is in rotation. And I need to get the texture on these guys quick. Because I need to get these guys. Like I said, I've got 3 painting sessions according to my calendar left. So we'll get there, no problem. Just got to do all the things. Got to get texture on all the bases. I do this last. Fastest way. Some people put texture on first and then spray it all up and shit. I just made the dirt kind of the color I want the dirt, and then I'm just gonna put it on now and then kind of dry brush it. And they all have like a feature in the middle holding them up, tactical rock, tactical skull, whatever. So I gotta paint those too. So that's a base feature.
I did. Yeah. You get what you give, it is what it is. Don't want you to win, it don't make no sense. Don't pay no mind, I'm mind on my biz, I'm mind on mine. They
Boom.
wonder why, after flipping sides, we not out of eye. I wonder why. Whole lot of friends, they came and they went. Whole lot of money I put up and spent. When I was down, ain't not to be found. But catch a little buzz, they right back again.
Castles, his brother, I also have gout. I don't wish it on anybody. My man knows.
This for them.
Shit sucks.
Started for nothing, we did it, we made it, we turned into something. I said what I be, but they ain't believe, they thought we was bluffing. You get what you give, I gave it my all, now we in a running. I did it. Started for nothing, we did it, we made it, we turned into something. I said what I be, but they ain't believe, they thought we was bluffing. You get what you give, I gave it my all, now we in a running. I did. Remember they used to doubt the boy, remember they used to doubt me. I kept a vision around me, whole team know it isn't about me. Been through the peaks, been through the valleys. If I try to quit, they wouldn't allow me. Breaking the bread up and pass it around me. Yeah, walking
Boom.
eyes we beat it. You know
See,
feet, still on 2 feet, yeah.
this is dark neutral gray
It ain't no limits, no, it ain't no ceilings. That's how we feel,
facing.
that's how we feel.
And I squirted, you see I have like a little spot in there of brown. So I just kind of squirted some brown ink and shit in there. And I just added a little bit more here. Just to kind of turn it into like a desaturated brown. So it's time to get texture on base. We're going to stay on sketch. And this is just acrylic medium mixed with sand, basically. So it is 100% water soluble. Safe to use on a paintbrush. Just wash the paintbrush afterwards. They sell texture tools too. Whoops. See how the original guy I did, looks like I put a little texture on his base. But I'm just going to top coat it because it's not as brown as the other guys. That was a proof of concept more than anything. See, we painted his little base piece. So I'm just going to make sure that they're all the same. Use a little water to spread it out, mainly just for the color. All right, two things. I don't want these brushes to be ruined. I need to go wash them right now. So I'm gonna go rinse them off in the sink, wash all this bullshit off my hand, and we're gonna do a whip session. So exclamation point whip, you do here. Log into our Discord server, start sharing what you're working on with us. We're gonna take a look at it here together. Tactical guardsman corpse. That's right, recoil. BRB. Keep these brushes from dying. Am I just muted this whole time? God. When's the last time I muted myself for that long? Do I need less Adderall or more Adderall? He says less Adderall. Rottweiler. Telling Dead Nerve we were painting Warp Talons. Because I've got Cali Cup this weekend, which I leave Thursday for, and then I'm back Stream Tuesday, podcast Wednesday, then I'm out in Cincinnati for Boulders of Dawn, and I need these 5 models for Boulders of Dawn. So we're painting today, we're painting tomorrow. Podcast on Wednesday. Then I'm painting again on Tuesday to finish everything up. So we got to get them done, varnished, packed. Gotta figure out. I gotta put my army in my go bag and everything, and fly to fucking Cincinnati. And I'm going to Cincinnati with my lady. So we gotta get some done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's queue up the old Discord whip session. That's everything I said, Recoil. That's right. That nerve warp talent should help the planes fly. It's true, man. No events till late January. Hobby Momentum 2.0. Time to get all the GSC. 154 left. Practice minis, 90 done. Rough attempt at OSL on the weapons. So these are the ones that you painted to match your old scheme. And they look accidentally kind of good, right? These ones right here. You painted them so rough compared to what you do now to make them look like the old shit, and they look kind of good. Like the way you dry brushed it kind of built in a real ass highlight. The way you left wash and tacked ended up being a massively more classy staining process. I love it. Like you had to try to make these look like shit, right? And they accidentally look kind of tight. Which is disappointing, right? Which is disappointing because you put a lot of effort into what you did before. And you would, now that you know the procedures, you're putting in even more effort than you did before to make it look like as not as tight as what you do now. Which is kind of like something I tell all my students. The Himalaya place, it's funny how that works. When you care less, it comes out better. He says both. He's easy pieces both. Disappointing that it's not 100%, but approving because it's better. Yeah, and I tell all my students, once you learn the pillar technique, the 101 curriculum, uh, it becomes true that your minimum application of effort becomes like other people's maximum, because you are doing everything with an economy of motion based on an order of operations. So you could have painted these hella good with your, in less time than it took you to get to this, to make them look like and emulate something you used to do with even more steps.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, hey, way too fast. I gotta go. I'm in the zone. Foot on the gas. Yeah, yeah.
This is funny. They look pretty good.
I got goals. I know where to go, so I never crash. Hey, hey, way too fast.
I think you did a good job matching the paint job.
Foot on the gas. Hey, GPS. I got goals. I know where to go, so I never crash. Yeah. I'm in the end zone. Where did he go? You way too slow, homie. I been gone. I know you see. I got the rings, homie. I been flown. Me and the team going for rings. That is the end goal. Hey, I go beast mode. All around the world like Eco. I go crazy like CeeLo. Can't stop me like Chico's. I'm suave like Rico. Can't be mine no repo. This my whole life.
Dennis.
Can't deny like Vito. Hey, way too fast. I gotta go. I'm in the zone. Foot on the gas. Yeah. GPS. I got goals. I know where to go, so I never crash.
Take a look.
Hey, way too fast.
What we got here?
I gotta go. I'm in the zone. Foot on the gas. Yeah.
Hobby momentum this winter. That's right, easy peasy.
I know where to go, so I never crash.
Looking good. That's right, you were using that metal.
Hey, way too fast. I gotta go. I'm in the zone. Foot on the gas. Yeah. GPS. I got goals. I know where to go, so I never crash. Hey, way too fast. I gotta go. I'm in the zone. Foot on the
Easy peasy. Yeah, you did a good job. The OSL, you did. It's just real chill. Like, it's just a tasty little weapon effect. I like it. Yeah, these are looking. It's looking fire, Earl. Yeah, this guy's gonna be a big motherfucker. Sir Crow, wet palette was sitting outside in a neighbor's house. Sitting outside a neighbor's house, saw a white box and walked by to check it and ganked it from their porch. So it got misdelivered to your neighbors, just like I thought. Nice. Greenleaf Terrain Studios. You fucking guy. Earl, you gonna go back to minis for a while? Rottweiler, Lord of Change is killing me. It's this chaos bullshit. But somewhat fun. Yeah, it's actually not a. It's funny because it actually comes together relatively low effort. Like that's what I noticed about it too, Rottweiler. It's got a lot of action, but none of the action is independently that difficult. It's weird like that. I had a similar experience. He's looking good, man. Bruno got most offensive player and leadership and best eye blackout award. That's fun. Was pretty fucking badass. Here's the Halloween picture. Nah. Okay, so this is a classic quartet right here. I love this like Beavis and Butthead Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, I'm not sure what these two are though. What are these guys on the left side? The horror crew. Yeah, all the faces are oversized because they're children. Rottweiler, like this is Leatherface. Who is this guy? Is this like The Purge or something? Or The Visitors or some modern horror movie? He's wearing socks, no shoes. Is that pertinent to the outfit? He's also wearing his football jersey. So this might be low effort. Was this kid like Hellraiser? Like Pinhead, maybe? But missing his mask? Ah, I'd like to see that. Dead nerves, like I'm scared I wouldn't have enough candy for these kids. No, for sure. These kids show up at your house. I would feel kind of embarrassed, honestly, that I wasn't bringing enough Halloween heat. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Yeah, I'd be insecure. Sir Crow. Morgan Le Fay from Big Child Creative. What the hell is going on with all these off-brand minis? None of them could see Rottweiler. They're all blind in their masks. When I was a kid, it was all about the mask. I remember that shit. Your shit was with Zeke if you didn't have a mask. A sick mask. It's a nice little model. Sir Crow. C. Wallenowicks. Who that? Who this? Doc Ock. Oh, that's awesome. And the lizard. I love that. Oh, CW. I thought it was you, but you haven't posted in a while. I was like, is that C-Dubs? Yeah. Doc Ock looks good. I like the cylinder highlights on the arms. Solid, just solid placement of light and shadow. Very dramatic. I like it. They look hella good. It's been eons since we got around to applying the NMM lesson. Beautiful Marvel Crisis in the house. All right. Any more whips? Exclamation point class. If you didn't know, now you know. I teach private course via Patreon. Many people in this chat right now are my students, including CW. Yeah, that's right, Recoil. Whip it out now or forever hold your whip. Exclamation point fall gear. If you make it to the final four this month, you're entered into our drawing. I'll be fulfilling tomorrow last month's. Thank you for the share, C-dubs. Keep up the good work, man. You've been crushing it. Just lock into the cradle. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Get it. So texture is still drying on these guys, but that's fine because I still got to get to the helmets. So I'm gonna let that continue to dry. The helmet's right here. Got my Game Envy joint right here. We've already painted the really hard to reach stuff, but we'll take it a step further since we're trying to be efficient here. So let's grab some of the blues that we use. Ah, that shit. Got some sky blue right here. Some stock blue. More than I need. Let's get a little transparent blue. Right there. A little white. That's noosh right there. Not to be confused with white paint. What we're gonna do is lock in some details on these helmets before we glue them on. My man Frollo coming in 46 months. What's up, brother? So let's grab a little transparent blue, little noosh, little, and we're going to use this to kind of pin wash some of these details. A little bit more water right here. Or just create a little frame. And the cool thing about the noosh is you can kind of reactivate it and blur it with water pretty easily. That's what I'm doing right there. Creating a nice border. Get in there and just kind of create a nice pin wash. As noosh, replace army painter dark tone. Dark tone? Noosh is neutral. I mean, it doesn't have a color at all. It's a medium. I'm using this to just carefully pin wash, not doing an active wash. Bro. And drop definition in carefully. See where I see these little shelves, these little recesses. And these like demon heads that are like erupting from the armor. Let's grab a little sky blue. Just heart pulling down his mouth. High opacity, low moisture. Be a little tracer. Right there. See if we can get under his eye. The heart pull. This is a sky blue, which is respectful to the real estate that I'm aiming at right now. Run a quick tracer right here. See if we can get under his eye. He's got like cheekbones though, this guy. He's got vents right here, or hoses. I'll grab a little white. And you'll see like I'm gonna have to change the hose color or the coupling. Try to demarcate the edge of the mouth plate. So that's just some white mixed in with the noosh, or with the sky blue. Using some tracer technique. Slow Two-Face. That there is Electric Blue Sun. Just been playing Cyberpunk 2077. Is that game good? Heard that shit crashes CPU or GPUs. A little bit of white. Mixed in with the blue, of course. And a little bit more blue, less white. A little bit down the center. Slow Two-Face. Game is stable now. So they did a bunch of stability up patches in the last couple of years. Running mostly tracer technique. Hold your breath, swinging from right to left. What is Cyberpunk 2077? What kind of game is it? Is it like GTA? What kind of game is it? The heart pull, some more white. First person RPG. Oh, it's a straight up RPG? Like with builds and stuff? Is it online or is it single player? So like Fallout, like Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Frollo. Like first person open world RPG, single player. Kinda, but more badass. All right, their faces look good. Now we need to work on the trim. Earl Dunk. So you okay? So it is like Fallout, right? You're doing a run. You do a playthrough where you like make the bad choices. Playthroughs where you make the good choices. Playthroughs where you forgot this. You didn't save this one town. Play like that system, like that style, right? Like single player RPG, like Skyrim. So like you got Skyrim, you got Cyberpunk. All right, we got some stock magenta. We're going to use this to carefully highlight this dumb eyebrow trim. That for some reason Chaos Marines have to have, or they don't count as Chaos Marines. I don't fucking know. We're trying to use the tracer, but there's almost nothing to these. They're so small and skinny, they almost don't exist.
From we enter inside, I come through and lift up the vibe. That's just what we bring, we get like. Gonna get this party started alright all night. Got the rhythm on deck. I don't need to tell you what's next. Just jump to the rhythm and show me two-step. Jump to the rhythm and show me two-step. Got my cup full, I'm fine. Head to toe when that drip, I'm waving.
Has everyone in this chat played Cyberpunk? Like I know that game had a lot of news coverage. Like it was like in the making for like a billion years. I don't know the history. Why it was. But I know that people were really looking forward to it, and then it got delayed 1,000 times, I think.
From we enter inside, I come through and lift up the vibe. That's just what we bring, we get like. Gonna get this party started alright all night. Got the rhythm on deck. I don't need to tell you what's next. Just jump to the rhythm and show me two-step. Jump to the rhythm and show me two-step.
Got a little white. Last year, I'd done the bad choices Mass Effect playthrough. Oh, like Mass Effect 2. Okay, there's a lot of gameplays. At launch, it was unplayable for sure, even on high-end PC rigs. That's what I heard. Right, like consoles couldn't even play it. and high-end rigs would like overheat their GPUs, right? We're gonna take some black back in, rinse that off. I'm gonna use that to smooth out kind of like the center, that zone, because it kind of made that look a little shitty. I got some sloppy lines up there at the top as well. I have a little bit more black, mix it with the magenta. Gonna carry this trim through to his horn better, like right here. Because then the trim just kind of like evaporates, it doesn't exist anymore. Little white, little black. Make it gray. Get those couplings. Remember Mass Effect 2 being controversial early on. Waldo's, what's up, brother? Let's take a little blue, mix it in with the gray. Get those hoses. Rinse it down. Get a little white. The gray. A little more white. God, these faces are so outdated. Of course, there's a couple of nuts and bolts. gonna take some pure white, Waldo's. We're gonna just try to paint the eyeball. Some of this white right here. Grab a little fluorescent green. Huh. Where the fuck are you? There you are. Waldo, 73 months back to back. Take the pure fluorescent green. We're gonna raw dog it right over the eyeballs. Let it spill out onto the cheeks. Got some glowy eyeball action now. Just let it dry for a second. See if you need to do any more. But usually what I do though is I grab more white Waldo's. I just touch the eyes one more time. Not trying to paint the eyes. I'm just trying to put a sliver of white in them. We'll run back to the fluorescent green. The fluorescent paint doesn't have any real ass to it, so you don't need to thin it down at all for this kind of stuff. I'm just going to kind of push it a little bit more aggressively into the cheeks where I already have highlights. So, keeping the heads off is what let us not have to juggle. Well, because I'm trying to remember how we did it. So we painted these guys black, actually. Did all the... oh, no, yeah. Yeah, so we painted them black, kind of dry brushed all the magenta in, cut into details, and repainted the bodies black. We kept the shoulders off alongside the heads and airbrushed them back to blue. So he's not blue. We were trying to figure out a way to do all this and make it efficient. So that the way we did it was he's actually black with some blue highlights. The body. And it's funny because you kind of just don't notice that he's black because of all the action. He's got like a demon face with a respirator, So he got painted like demon skin. That's even how they do it in the box art, which I thought was pretty cool. So now we've got the last two guys. We've got their shoulders trim is black. No highlights yet. Backpack's got their black cut in and glued on. Now we're gonna get the heads on, the little heads. So then tomorrow we can focus on the final detail. For some reason I cannot pull these out the same way. That thing just flew into my monitor. Camo specs, what's up, brother? Little super glue. Oh, he's the Wolverine. He's the straight up come at me, bruh. He is moving a little bit to his left, so I'm gonna aim his face slightly toward the direction of his motion, or away from his motion. Yeah, like that. Away from his motion. So I like putting the heads on last because, especially with the older kits, that they are slightly modifiable. I feel like you want to always put the head on last after everything, and at least in the building step, so that because like where he's looking is is probably the most important part to make the model at least reasonably dynamic. Or else, does anyone ever destroy a good paint job by gluing bits on after you painted it? Stuck my finger to the shoulder. Oh, I've done that. Yes. And you got some weird posing in the older kits. So a lot of people, they miss the older kits. Like they don't like the more monopose stuff that GW does now. But I'm like, bro, trust me. I've been playing this game since 3rd edition. This shit sucks. Because it's really not as modular as you think it is, because rotary cuffs and shoulders, they don't have them. So it's like so like this guy, for example, there's only one guy. There's only one thing you can do with his arms anyway. It's this. And it's kind of fucking goofy. You know? So I'd much rather they made him like how the possessed are. To where like that's he has a locked in pose. And you build him around that pose. And it would be a lot more dynamic than this because rotary cuffs. You know what I mean? He's the weakest one. There's only so many things these dual lightning claw wielding guys can do when you pretend that I get to decide how to build it. You know what I mean? Like, what else is this guy gonna do? Look at the way his armpits are. You know what I mean? Like, it's this down or up. It's this back toward his ass or toward his face, right? It's this straight up in the air like an insane person or down at the ground. And then you got these two guys who they're moving the claws across their chest, which is kind of goofy. So the texture paint's still a little wet, but we might be able to spend the last 15 minutes painting some tactical rocks around that. Recoil, it's easy to make the older kids look real goofy. Yeah. Like they're rock'em sock'em robots, you know what I mean? And so people like, oh, they're so tight. I was like, 99.9% of fucking 3rd edition, 4th edition models look like shit. Dude, I don't know what to tell you. So they all have like a tactical. Ooh, my pants. Tactical rock. So let's grab some black, some white. Let's get a gray going. Be a little blue in there. And so this is like urban. Rubble, I want to say. I'm going to also get some mahogany down. Let's brown it up a little bit. A little noosh. Gonna blur that in. Probably would have been smarter to paint it, then put the texture on. But that's why I pulled the brown out.
Battery low.
The battery's low. My headset just whispered to me that its battery's low. It wasn't even possible. That bitch charging all night. 13%. Damn. Was it not taking it? Did it not charge it? Little brown. Let's get a little white. The Hive Tyrant may be my next mini Earl. That'd be awesome. We're just gonna stipple in some of the same exact color with a drop of white mixed in.
Battery low.
Bro, I heard you. Like, go on to town telling me about its low battery ass. Tactical rock.
Battery low.
Holy shit, shut the fuck up. I mean, how much lower have you got since last time you told me? Let's see. Okay, it was 16%, now it's 13%, then it's showing 10%. I might just quit that app. You're drunk. Got some brown back in. Get a little puddle. Standing on a rock right here. And a marine helmet. That's always fun. A little bit more brown. Stipple that in toward the bottom. Grab some of our white. And we've got an actual busted up helmet, huh? Shit. What chapter, guys? There's a Space Marine helmet there. We've got a dead Imperial Fist on one of our guys. One of our possessed. This guy's got a helmet with claw marks in it. So we have a vendetta against the Imperial Fist. Who else? Whom else? You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of taking some yellow. I'm thinking about doing this kind of wacky. So here's some yellow, here's some white. Thinking about kind of just a funny way of painting it. I'm painting it a really shitty yellow right now. See. With that rinse. Let's grab some of our brown white color we used earlier. gonna take, let's say we got about 5 minutes left. Let's take some white. It's still a little wet, that's fine for what I have in mind. And I'm gonna just drag some white in. Make some gangster highlights. Again, it's awful. D-Man, what's up, brother? 4 minutes left. If you want to get in the final four, you can get in for $1 right now. Stipple some more white in right here. Whoops. What did I hit by accident? We're safe. So it's a shitty yellow, some white highlights on it. D-Man says, love watching you paint. Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Burninating the countryside, burninating the peasants, burninating all the people, and if that's true, cut it down!
Brew, is this enough for one boner pill?
Is this enough for one boner pill? It is. It is. You can get 4 extends. Let me get some love from my man Waldo's. Waldo's, I'm gonna grab the fluorescent green. Okay? This was my plan. I'm gonna just paint the whole thing now. Fluorescent green.
Angels sang out in an immaculate chorus. Down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris.
Which it's so fluorescent green, it's crazy. Like it's basically glowing. Me, old man, 63 months. What's up, brother? We got less than a minute left, including overtime. Spots on the final 4. So by pre-highlighting it with yellow and white, and then adding the fluorescent green. It's looking hella green, which I want. I want to cultivate that. I want there to be a green element on this guy's base. And so I'm going to work it off of that fluorescent green into something and put some contrast into it. Darken up some lines. That'll be fun. We'll start. That'll be the first thing we start in on tomorrow's stream. 12 minutes of overtime if you want in on this.
You gotta get swifty in here.
5 seconds.
It's time to get swifty. Oh, you gotta get swifty. Oh, yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
Thank you, guys. Where is my list? There we go. I'll write some names down. Today, shout out to Recoil's mom. Thank you so much, Waldo's, Legend, and Recoil. We're gonna have, before I leave for Cali Cup, I'm doing a big push. I'll keep you guys updated. Sending out gear, prizes. Thank you guys for kicking it with me. I'm gonna go hop on my ass downstairs after this and say hi to my lady. It's Monday, which is, that's a Rottweiler day, right? Chaotic Painting, what's up, player? Again, if you're new here, or you need a reminder, exclamation point class. This has been one of my primary focuses that I developed this course during 2019 and COVID, based on my 6 years of commission painting and my total 14 years doing this as a job. So if you're looking to like get some level skips, join my Patreon. Thank you, Dead Nerve. Shout out to Recoil's mom. She's got it going on. Cool Moms Club Unite. We're also going to have a Chaos Bullshit shirt coming soon. Thanks to Recoil. 19th wedding anniversary in a few days. Congratulations, Earl. Waldo's, thank you. All right, guys, we're setting up the raid right now. Let's bring the length, the girth, and the positivity on over to Rottweiler. Man. Thank you for your support as always. Congratulations, Earl Dunk. Shout out to everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And as always, play on, players.